Tuscany, a region in central Italy best known for its art, landscape, and wine, and it's a paint and sipper's dream. Whether you're going west to the coastal town of Cinque Terre in the province of Pisa, south to Montalcino in Valdorcia, or Chianti right in the heart of it all, I'm here to share with you my tips for painting and sipping in Tuscany.
Decide which time of year you'd like to come.
Tuscany has seasons, so the landscape's prices, crowds, and temperatures differ depending on what time of year you visit. So choosing the right time to come depends on your visual preference, budget, and tolerance for doing open-air paintings in different temperatures. Winters are less crowded and prices of flights and hotels are cheap, but it's cold and there's snow in the hill towns which could make painting outside a little unpleasant. Summertime is a great time to see the sunflower fields, but there are lots of tourists, prices are high, and it can get very hot during the day, which could make for painting outside a little unpleasant as well. The spring and fall come with milder weather, less tourists, moderate prices, and you also get a chance to see the poppy fields in March and April and the changing colors of the trees and fields in September and October. So no matter what time of year you come, you'll have much to see and plenty of painting to do.
Rent a car.
Renting a car is the best way to see Tuscany. Taxis are expensive, buses take a long time and make frequent stops, and guided tours don't give you any time to sit and paint. If you want the freedom of being able to go anywhere at any time and make as many stops as you want, then renting a car is definitely your best option.
Stay in the countryside.
Although staying in a major city such as Pisa, Siena, or Florence might have its benefits, if you're coming to Tuscany to paint, I would definitely recommend staying in the countryside instead. Immerse yourself right in the heart of it all. Rent a villa, stay in a farmhouse, or sleep in a B&B. I stayed in Valdorcia one of the times that I came here, and not only is this area gorgeous and inspirational, it's also conveniently located next to all of those iconic images that Tuscany is best known for. So just consider staying in the countryside.
Be sure to add on a little bit of extra time for where you want to go.
Even the best planned trip never goes according to plan. Traffic delays, slow-moving trucks, not being able to find a parking spot are always factors outside of your control that can alter even the most thought-out itinerary. So if Google says it's going to take you 30 minutes to drive to a particular spot that you want to paint, chances are it's really going to take about 25% longer. Avoid unwanted stress and having to cut your painting session short by simply budgeting a little extra time to get where you need to go.
Make sure you're prepared for that daily siesta.
Just like Spain, Italy has a siesta. This means that stores will likely be closed for a chunk of hours in the middle of the day, usually between 1 to 4 p.m. So if you need to go get some paint supplies, it would be best if you go first thing in the morning before heading out to go paint.
Be sure to go into the hill towns.
The countryside is gorgeous, and there are plenty of spots along the road where you can stop and paint something beautiful, but don't forget to go into the hill towns for some unique vantage points. Remember, these towns are built on hills, and some of them have views of the countryside that you just can't find anywhere else. So it'll certainly be worth your time to bring your paint set with you as you stroll through some of these towns, such as Pienza, Montepulciano, or even Cortana.
Don't get upset if somebody wants to come up and talk to you.
Tourists will always be tourists, even in Tuscany. This means that they will be nosy and sometimes annoying, so don't be surprised if a few tourists stand behind you and watch you as you paint, or they might walk in front of your canvas as if you don't exist, and they even might try to strike up a conversation thinking that you're actually interested in talking with them. So as long as you're mentally prepared for it, you can definitely handle it.
Always have your painting supplies accessible.
Even if you don't have intentions of painting on a particular day, you're going to want to have your painting supplies accessible and ready to go just in case. Trust me, you never know when you're going to stumble upon that perfect spot you just have to paint. There's beauty around every corner in Tuscany, and you don't want to miss out on painting an image because you have to drive back to your hotel room and get your painting supplies. The simple solution is keep your paint set in the trunk of your car. Or, alternatively, having everything packed up and ready to go back at your hotel room so you can go get it really quickly.
Respect people's personal property.
Although it might be tempting, you can't just pull into someone's driveway, park your car, set up your easel, and start painting. Most of the land in Tuscany is privately owned. If the property is really something magical, then take a photo of it and be on your way. Don't worry, there are plenty of scenic spots all over Tuscany where you can spend hours relaxing, eating, painting, and of course sipping, that are open to the public, easy to get to, and just absolutely beautiful.
Make sure you know where the paint stores are.
Although there are plenty of art stores in the cities of Florence, Siena, and Pisa, there are very few in between. You're not going to find a Michael's or a Walmart anywhere in Tuscany, and many of the art supply stores are small mom and pop shops. So it's best to check their website or even call ahead to make sure that they have what you need, that they're going to be open when you need them to be, and that you actually know how to get there.
Don't impose on another painter.
It's sort of an unwritten rule. If you see a painter in a field, on the side of the road, or next to a cypress tree painting away, don't go and set up your easel right next to them. Respect their privacy, give them their space, and let them enjoy their moment. It's sort of like a first come, first serve sort of rule. Not to say that you can't paint the same image, just try to be respectful and don't disrupt them. Remember, treat other painters as you want to be treated.
Make sure you pack some snacks.
There are plenty of gas stations and restaurants in and around the major cities and hill towns throughout Tuscany, but not so much when you get out into the countryside where you'll most likely be doing your painting. A few hours will likely pass from the time you get to your painting spot, get set up, do your painting, pack your stuff back up, and drive back to your hotel. So, pack some snacks and avoid hunger getting in the way of you fully enjoying your painting experience. You're probably going to have a bottle of wine with you, so you might as well bring some bread, some cheese, maybe some local fresh fruit, and some meat to enjoy also.
You're not supposed to. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah, you got.
Yummy.
Right?
Oh my God, they're delicious. Oh my God.
So with that out of the way, the next question is, what to sip on while painting? Tuscany is known to have some of the best wines in Italy, and in the world for that matter. So my tip to you is to try anything and everything local. Here are a few that I sipped on while I was here.
All right, so while you're in Tuscany, Italy, I do recommend that you try their local wines because you're in wine country, so you have to. So these are the ones that I tried out. I did a Brunello di Montalcino. I've got a Chianti here. This is a Rosso di Montepulciano, which my pronunciation is probably not the best. Oh God, this one's going to be the toughest. Vernaccia di San Gimignano, and then this was an easy one for me to say, Prosecco. So these are the ones that I tried out. I recommend you do the same, perhaps while you're painting a little bit, and that's going to be my tips.
Thanks for watching. Please join me as I paint and sip around the world.